Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Barbarian and we are here with something that is kind of odd even for me because I didn't think that I would be playing this game and especially vanilla in maybe another couple of years. CK3 is currently taking a bit of a break until All Under Heaven comes out. Until then CK3 is locked in, that is the game that we currently have. And of course, well, China isn't in CK2, so this is pretty much the exact same scenario, right? What I want to do today in the year 2025 of our Lord is to play your favorite King Halfdan White Shirt of Jorvik. I want to take him and indeed conquer all of England, maybe all of Britannia. Basically, the goal is just, I want to run a campaign that is pretty standard, pretty straightforward in CK3 as well, and we can take in what the exact difficulties and differences actually are. Now, the most exciting thing for me actually is that I haven't played CK2 in maybe a billion years. I have played some HIP, which is an amazing mod pack that is just absolutely massive just today, but other than that, I haven't played since the last video where I talked and played CK2. And even there, I didn't actually do a proper campaign, so this is pretty exciting. Let's take in what is happening first. We are of course King Halfdan Whiteshirt of Jorvik. We are a Viking, we are a skilled tactician, a hunter, ambitious, wrath, cruel and charitable. You will notice this very quickly if you've never played CK2. In CK2 you will have a ton more traits than you would ever amass in CK3. Other than that, we are Norse, we are Germanic, and indeed we don't actually have any rivals, which is fascinating. We are here fighting King Ella of Northumbria because he did, very much like he did in CK3, kill our father Ragnar Lothbrok. There you go, the nice skull there leads actually to the killer, if you know who it is. What else is there to say? Let's see. Oh, that's right. We have a bloodline. It's the bloodline of our father, a legendary Viking hero. He led numerous raids against the Franks and Anglo-Saxons, going so far as to sail up the Seine and successfully laying siege to Paris. Raiding can give the Viking trait. Okay, we get various opinions. None of these really matter. Norse and Viking, they do matter. The personal combat skill +8? Yeah, that's pretty crazy. If you were wondering, was there stat inflation in CK2? The answer is yes. Honestly, it just wasn't as lasting as it was in CK3, but let's not get lost in the weeds. These banners up here are of course informing us that we can do a couple of things very similar to CK3, there's just no current situation tab going on, this is all you get. So, we can pick an ambition. Ambitions are super cool, I really need them to make a comeback in CK3 as well. We could want to become the King of England, there is no Danelaw here, just so you know. We could become exalted among men, that's a long way off, make a friend or create a treasury. No, I am becoming the King of England. Now other than that we can choose a focus, and these focuses are essentially kind of the forerunners to what we now have as lifestyle perk trees. I think I'm gonna go with war. They mostly carry a couple of events each, and these events can be very powerful. I don't exactly remember any of them, to be honest with you, but I know that they can give you great traits, and when they do, oh, it is absolutely worth it. We're gonna pick up war here, hope for a couple of events that might make me a better commander, you know, that kind of stuff. Now, I myself am married, my heir isn't. Let's take a look at whether we can't find anybody here. This interface is pretty similar, just not as extravagant as it is in CK2. None of these matter, you are Hungarian. Okay, that's kind of funny. They are Hungarian indeed, and they are actually a part of the Het Magyar. You have to see that this all works kind of differently. Of course, we do have nomads in CK2, but they aren't exactly the same as in CK3. Oh, and here has the blood of Attila, which is essentially CK2's version of the legend of Attila. Anyway, I think I'm gonna marry him maybe later, or maybe to a great character. I could theoretically, you know, search this kind of stuff, sorted based on whether they have genetic traits. We have this interface right here where we can do all of that, but I'm not gonna bother. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, let's marry a Hungarian, why not? This is a perfect match, a Norseman and a Magyar. The strongest people are born right here in Jorvik. Now, of course, everything is pretty similar to CK2. We have a massive army, it is just a huge host. I'm not even sure that I can see which of this is host and which isn't. Wait a minute, I think if I hover right there... Yeah, event spawned. 11,000 of our troops are event spawned, which means they aren't coming back. We got these, and now it's time that we actually go after Ella and try to defeat him. Man, I do like the way this looks. People right now, I guarantee you this, there are some pensioners in the comments that are CK2 players, and they're like, oh my god, flanks and sub-commanders? Now, those were the days. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you haven't played CK2, Nobody used this, okay? And at most they abused it by stacking everything into the center, which is exactly what I am doing. Anyway, you gotta know that there are some really cool nuances to warfare in CK2, but it's not as exciting as people make it out to be. Something that might surprise you if you've never played CK2 is that baronies are not on the map. They are in this window right here, and that is exactly where they are going to be forever. Now, one of the cool upsides actually is that that means that baronies can be quote-unquote independent. They can be independent of the realm that they are in. I'm not sure we have one right away. If there was a Holy Order, for example, or like a Merchant Republic. Oh, wait a minute, a Merchant Republic. There you go, look at this. Zadar, for example. The city of Diadora actually belongs to the Byzantine Empire, whereas Zadar belongs to the independent Duke of Croatia. And you can see it right here. He, in response, owns the city, no, actually the castle of Frankopan, and Velia right here is technically fully part of the Byzantine Empire. That kind of stuff was possible in CK2. I'm not sure it added too much to the experience, but don't tell anybody. Oh, and my god, I don't know. I don't think I missed this, okay? But look at this. So they are raising their troops, and as you can see, they are raising them exactly where they are. Now, I know that there are some purists that are like, this is the way it's supposed to be. Of course, these troops come from this county. Obviously, they should spawn there. I get this, but also, like, me killing this is now just kind of a ridiculous battle. Like, it's totally nonsensical. Who cares? And maybe more importantly, I can tell you, as somebody that did all achievements in CK2, you just kind of exploit this if you play this seriously. For example, if you're the Emperor here, right, and you have one powerful king who gives you all of their levies, you can just give him, like, one county close to the front line, wherever the front line is, and then raise all of his troops right there. So it's not as realistic as people want it to be, but hey, you gotta admire what they were trying to go for here, right? Now, I can tell you that this is a ratio, if my memory isn't wrong, where I can assault without having massive issues, where, you know, basically all of my army dies. I think, oh yeah, okay, look at this. So we lost 154 people. I think it was 10-1, preferably obviously 15-1. This one was, if I'm not wrong here, 30-1. And then afterwards we don't really need to do it because these are just so fast. No need to go in there. Oh, and look at that. Ivar is attacking Ella. He definitely won that one. No surprise. Oh my god, they killed my son! And the event is like, it's just a commander, which is bad, but another one bites the dust? That's not the appropriate reaction. I will avenge you, my dear son. Wrath Opinion +5, Personal Combat Skill +5, and he gains prestige. We become bitter rivals. That event, I think, is pretty similar to the ones that you get in CK3. You know what, now that I think about this, can I not send you to be a mercenary? Oh, I totally can, if he had a military education, which, oh, the deceased son had. That sucks. Anyway, what I do want to do is I quickly want to reassign my council. This is what it looked like, and it actually had a lot more features than CK2, but don't tell anybody, okay? So obviously you got the basic stuff. Research here is a little bit different. Let's not get into the weeds right now. I'm just going to assign them. Then this guy is going to study technology. As you do, you send them to Constantinople every time. They can give you a boost for tech. And then we're going to research some cultural... Oh, actually, I might want to proselytize, right? Because... Oh no, okay, all of these are Germanic. Listen, what matters here is that these councils actually had a lot more to say compared to what they have to say in CK3 right now. This was the most controversial DLC in CK2's history called Conclave, and people hated it because it made the game harder. I'll be honest with you, it was one of the best DLC ever made because it meant that you had to deal with laws and you had to deal with your council voting. Now in this case, we have all the power concentrated on us, but many empires, be it the Germans for example, be it whatever, they don't have this and they need to fight their council on most actions they take. It's really, really cool. What I'm going to do here is we're just going to pass centralization. I can pass this since they don't get to vote on anything at all, and that makes us already slightly better. And he instantly triggered a positive benefit out of being in Constantinople. I didn't want to explain it, but let's quickly talk about technology. It's pretty simple. You have 3 categories and these apply to individual counties. Do you see when I hover here how it changes? Are you seeing this? The slight tech level differences? Then we look at Norway. There's a lot less going on there. They are significantly worse. Once you get to a new stage, you get whatever the benefit is. That is how technology works. If you are in a very advanced location, yep, you get some random points, and in this case we also get prosperity. We got points in military advances here, which makes it so that I can technically pick some of this stuff up. You want to do this based on what you're good at and what you need. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure military organization is huge, and I'm pretty sure siege equipment is also huge, because both of these just speed up your wars significantly. If we were to move our capital, we would have a different level of technology. You see this right here? We would lose siege equipment and military organization. So where you are is more important than it is in CK3 in CK2. But anyway, back to the battle. Obviously an easy victory right here. And oh my god, we are getting, first of all, complete wipe. You got completely humiliated, buddy. And then second of all, Jesus Christ. Inspiring leader, not that great in my opinion. Siege leader is amazing. Organizer is amazing. Being faster in this game is outrageous. Now, I do like Siege Leader, but you know what? I would rather be an Organizer. That way, I can capture enemy armies whenever I want to. Oh, right, and I almost forgot about this. They had battle events in CK2. They ardently refused to re-add these to CK3. I'm not sure why. We win the war. All of the Anglos and all of the Irish lose. I enforce my demands, much like you have it in CK3. Those are the only states. Look at all the benefits we get out of this, Jesus. And I win. And with that, we have fully annexed everything here. Now, I am seeing that correctly, that we are only taking over what I actually sieged. That makes sense. I probably should have checked that. That is the case for a lot of wars in CK2. I definitely will want to change this come 877, and then I'm gonna revoke the titles of all of these Christians. In CK2, similar to CK3, you are having a tough time converting anybody if you are not organized. And, well, Germanic is obviously not organized. Man, this is so funny now in hindsight. This is everything you get on religion. It's this tooltip and it's this screen right here, right? Obviously, we could click on Reformation here. This was a huge revolutionary feature when it came out in... What was that? It was Holy Fury, right? Am I wrong here? I think it was Holy Fury anyway. We can reform this. You can choose these doctrines. It's super, super cool, especially for its time. But is it nearly as, you know, intense as it is in CK3? No. And if you were wondering, what about culture? Well, this is it. That's it. There's nothing else to this. Okay, you can shift culture, you can do all that stuff, you can adopt the religion and all that from your wife, for example. You can adopt local culture, I believe, as well, but there's nothing else. Hybridization, I'm sorry, but people do not appreciate it nearly enough, as far as I'm concerned. Now, let me try something out here. I don't think it works this way, but I want... Oh, I would have to give them a duchy, I remember this. If I wanted to turn somebody into a merchant republic, I need a city on top. So I'm going to make you into the county capital, right? And then I'm going to... nope, don't want to turn this into my capital. How do I just hand this out? Is there no speed button here? Secretly convert to Catholic. Oh my god, secret conversions being a thing. I'm angry at CK2 for not getting... for CK3 for not doing that properly. Anyway, I'm going to hand this over to somebody in just a second. And maybe we're actually going to turn him into a little bit of a merchant republic there, just because we can. Why wouldn't we? Grant him the title of Northumberland. Did that make you... Yes, he is a republic! Once I give him a duchy, he will be a merchant republic, which is super, super cool. Oh, I get it. It's... Oh, okay, wait a minute. Now I'm curious. These barons are not my vassals, right? It immediately gifts them... Oh my god, I did not remember that. Is that real? It's real. So, these barons that I just created after creating Colbia are technically subservient to me. This game is so silly about baronies. If I grant you, there you go, transfer vassalage, Bamberg, yep, perfect. Where's the other one? There you go. Now he has everything that he deserves. He still hates me because I'm the wrong government type and he wants a seat on the council. Who cares? Okay, what are you gonna do about it? I got spawned troops. Now, let's take in our decisions. I could hold a great blot. You will find this so funny. The way that you imagine events and activities as they are in CK3 is not the way they are here. Let's do a great blot, okay? You've sent out summons to all of your vassals for the blot. Those that have been baptized or profess to follow the teachings of the prophet will have to offer gold to be exempted from this magnificent feast. They're all summoned to a blot and some are exempted. You gather outside the temple and start by offering animals as sacrifice to the gods. While their meat is prepared for the feast that is to follow, the blood is sprinkled on statues of Odin, Thor, Freya, and the other gods, as well as on the worshippers themselves. Now for the human sacrifices. I don't have a prisoner, otherwise we could have probably done this. That's my bad. As you have no prisoners languishing in your dungeons that are suitable for sacrifice at the blot, you are forced to make do with some randomly purchased thralls. Yeah, I'll spend the money, that's okay. Look at all this prestige we have immediately. Let the celebration begin, yada yada yada. From here, I think there are a couple... Okay, there's actually just this ending event. And that's the blot. That's the entire thing. If you take a look at this and you are confused, then, well, you have a good reason to be confused. These are our special event troops, and you are seeing this right. They stick around. They are just marching around. I can bring them to the border right before declaring war, and then immediately rush in. They don't need to gather, they don't need to be dissolved. this is just what they do. This is very similar to retinues in this game, which basically were the men-at-arms of CK2. They also just walk around. Army levies here aren't like levies in CK3, where they are just random people. No. They actually come from these provinces, and they have particular unit types. You can see this right here. If I build this up as well, I get different unit types, so you can specialize there. But ultimately, I'll be honest with you, the equation between levies and men-at-arms in CK3 and this in CK2, it's not too different. I ultimately think that the weaknesses of CK3's warfare, well, they lie elsewhere. Let me think about this. So I have defensive pacts on, which is a huge issue. I shouldn't have done that. That's very foolish. East Anglia currently stands against me. This is a feature that existed in CK2 that everybody hated. I keep seeing it quoted sometimes as like, this was nice. I hated this, okay? It just slowed you down, it didn't change your trajectory, it didn't give you any challenge, it just makes it so that once you're very threatening, you need to sit and wait. Kind of boring. You know what, forget about this. What we're gonna do instead is, I'm gonna re-raise all of my troops, we're gonna unify them, and we're gonna raid a little bit. Why wouldn't we? Oh my god, and immediately a different skill here. I'm gonna go with leading the center plus 20%. All of my troops are in the center, so thank you very much. Alright, and so we got all of these troops right here. You can see I can toggle looter right here. Looter armies only cost 10% of maintenance if you are at peace, which we are. We are losing money, but I'm gonna go in there just to terrorize them. I mean, that's kind of the point, right? If you look at this, you get all of this stuff without sieging anything, so you do get something, right? And then you have to siege to get the rest. Obviously we can do this because it's very easy. Oh, a new realm. Hungary has decided to settle. Good for them. I don't think, and I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure the way it works in CK2 is if this army of mostly neutrals comes to me, only Mercia fights me. I should head on over just to test that out. Oh, and we got immediately an event to get an X. As your men return from looting the holding, one of them hands you an X with a strange purple sheen and a plus edged into the handle, followed by the number 2. After weighing it carefully in your hands, you toss aside your old grey axe in favor of the new weapon. That is obviously a tabletop reference. It's a plus 2x. It's a magical thing. It gives us plus 2 martial and plus 5 personal combat skill. Very, very nice. Artifacts are stored entirely in here. There is obviously no throne room. We can rename it. I like the name though, the way it is. I'm not going to destroy it. And we are the only ones to ever own it. Makes sense. You know what? I want to catch you. Oh, yep, I was right. We only we only fight those that are actually hostile to us. Oof, I'm so sorry, Mercia, but you had it coming. I don't even remember this. Does it directly send the money? Oh yeah, it totally just sends the money to us, huh? Oh my god, I remember this now. I do remember this now. So, ships in CK2 work differently. They are a distinct unit that exists. They are levies. You build them right there, and that is where you get them from. You can also hire them. Technically speaking, there are some ship-having mercenaries. There you go. Currently, the Yaugutis are the only ones that have them. And you need these ships to actually load loot capacity on it. Oh my god. All the memories are flooding back. We're gonna loot southwards, and you're gonna see how this works. It is very different from CK3, and less realistic, but I remember how to play it, so let's do it. As we are now sieging away from our territory, whenever we pick up this gold, it goes into our ship. Look at that, 49. Let's proceed here, let's keep doing it, and then here you can see something that is very, very funny. Look at this now. The ship is full. I'm gonna send it home. The ship comes home, gives me all of this. Oh, and apparently it also gives us a bonus in that location. That's fine. And then I can bring it out again, and we can keep raiding. I just have to micro the ship back and forward, so that whenever we finish looting, it goes onto the ship. And so basically, you can go on endless raids, and they make a lot of money, as you can see, as long as you just keep going and, you know, bring the ship back and forth. The important part here, though, I think, is that this much gold isn't that impressive in CK2. Look at that. Look at how costly these upgrades actually are. They cost more than in CK3, right? Castle fortifications, of course, notoriously cheap, but I'm pretty sure everything else here just costs a little bit more. For example, retinues. Why can't I create this? Your maximum retinue cap has been reached. And to unlock more, if I'm not mistaken, you upgrade this. That is why it's so important. It gives you morale, organization, and it gives you retinues. Yeah, that is huge. Retinues are basically what you want in the late game, because then you don't need to raise anything, and you're just going to be huge. So I'm going to keep sieging for now. Now, what you can see here, actually, is that we do not suffer from any attrition just by walking over this. That's not a thing for raiding. That is something that they did in CK3, and I think it is for the better. I mean, I really want to found England, but you know what? Ireland? Uh-huh. They conquered Mercia, I suppose. Bagsag, the feeble. What a good fella. Okay, well, I'm blocked off of England. I can tell you that much. So what I'm gonna do... I'm going to just click the button to form my own kingdom. That's fine. It invalidates, I think, our ambition. Who cares? Cost us 300 gold and a new kingdom is formed. This new kingdom is a new de jure kingdom. You can see it right here. It is Jorvik. We could rename it. I'm going to name it Danelaw because we are good role players in these parts. Oh, and instead of invalidating it, it actually fulfilled it. Nice to see. Okay, we brought home some more loot and prestige and we're already at 3,000 prestige. Let's make a friend. In CK2, you could do something that you cannot do in CK3, but that was actually really cool. Oh. Okay, we're going to talk about Uber in just a second. We can, in CK2, sit down and we can say, you know what, my son, I want to sway you. I want to turn you into a friend. This is something we have in CK2. I can look at Alfred and say, I want to antagonize you. You cannot do that in CK3. I don't know why. It is so obvious to me, but okay. It is what it is. What is way more important and interesting to me is a functionality that CK3 should have, but weirdly doesn't. We have Ugne Uberragnarsson right here. He is not of a house, that's completely fine. He's chilling, right? In CK3, I'm pretty sure he's landless. I can say, assemble a mercenary company. He brings together a band of soldiers and starts to look for employment. You will gain part of the income that the company brings in when hired by another party. And all of a sudden, he is of the Yorkers band, which is a stupid name, but you know what? I am proud of you. And with that, he is attached to us. Look at this. I could dissolve the company. I could replace the mercenary captain. I could send equipment. I could send troops. This is so awesome because it's directly tied to us. I don't understand. With us having a landless gameplay, why aren't we able to have this relation with a mercenary band as we could already in CK2? It's something that I will probably never understand. I could send him light infantry, light cavalry, or nothing. We're gonna go with light cavalry, and there you go. He has converted it. How awesome is this? Why is this not in the game? You can actually even do this for nomads. Nomads can send their sons out to become adventurers. There are super active nomad hosts as well. I really like that mechanic, and I am not understanding why that isn't in the Landless DLC for CK3. You can see even that, of course, here we have a modifier now, maintaining mercenary band. This is just cool stuff. Anyway, talking about cool stuff, Kolbjörn, my good friend, I want you to be the Duke of Northumberland. You get the lower titles as well. You will be very happy, and most importantly, a new great house has risen to the forefront of Northumbrian politics under Patrician Hasteen. Sigurdr, Sigtryg, and Sigtryg. Well, damn, they ran out of names there, huh? We now have Grand Mayor Kolbjörn of Northumberland, and he is a legitimate, real merchant republic. He will start creating trade posts, and he will start making us richer. Anyway, with Jylland being in the way, which is extremely silly if you ask me, I would like to go ahead and just conquer a little bit. Sudrea, what about Scotland? Scotland, can I do anything to you? Make you a tributary? That sounds pretty cute. Sudrea, listen, Eva, I love you. You're a good kid and all that stuff. But what if you did become my vassal, though? Wouldn't that be really nice if the Danelaw was a little bit bigger and we all were happy? Let's get it done. Right, I can't siege him because he got sieged by somebody else who I'm not at war with, making it so that I can't get his capital. I can get this location, and I think that's gonna settle it. Yeah, we are at 100%. Easy victory. Can I have... Oh yeah, I can't have retinue yet. I obviously am gonna go with a housecarl retinue. Why wouldn't I? Hell yeah, brother. I think it's pretty good, statistically. I could be wrong, but I think it is. The way this works is, while they are recovering, they cost more money. You can see also how you want to set them, right? How much will they reinforce? It takes quite some time. Whatever. Now this event, I know. King Ivar the Boneless is a devil worshipper. I didn't do it earlier, but one of the most overpowered elements of CK2 are societies. The Wolf Warriors more so than anything else. The Wolf Warriors, seriously, they are insane. They can give you an insane amount of warfare strength, of additional troops, and so on. But this event right here, I could never forget. I'm having dinner and plenty of drinks with King Ivar of Sudrea tonight. It's lovely, yet what I'm most charmed by is Ivar himself. Why else would I not immediately stop our conversation, which has slowly begun to touch upon some almost heretical ideas, questioning the salvation of Odin. You can tell that this was written for Christianity, right? If you do not ask questions, why did Odin make us curious, huh? Whoa! Walking the palisades of my castle, I'm joined by King Ivar. I find myself agreeing with a lot of the concepts he presents. The futility of prayer particularly resonates with me. Suddenly he turns to me and presses a small leather pouch into my hand. My lord, will you carry this with you for protection? Yes. I accept. Praise hell. King Hastine! Of course it's Hastine that would welcome me like this. Come on now. And with that, we have become a member of the Fellowship of Hell. We are this guy. We're not that powerful, but there's literal magic in this game. We can do an unholy impregnation, and we can do absorb light force. Yeah, the background sound, I think, makes it very clear what this is. Show me my religion. This is a holy site, this is a holy site. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one is like... Wait, where's the last one? I thought it was like Jorvik or something, but apparently not. Oh, it's Zeeland. I totally forgot about that. Okay. I need 3 to reform the faith, right? And do I need anything else? I think that's actually it. The moral authority needs to be at 50%. I think we can do this via raiding. And I need 750 piety. That should be doable. Which means I need to conquer a couple of provinces. Ah, it's my society and they have a mission for me. Tear down their idols and steal their wealth in the name of hell. We accept the mission to desecrate the Temple of Abercorn, targeting Abercorn. To complete this mission, right-click on the title shield of Abercorn, select Desecrate Temple, and you shall do it. Okay, there you go. Desecrate Temple, and now we become insane. Navigating our way through the small temple, I and my companions have entered the small room that goes through the inner sanctum. The room contains the sparsest possible honorings to Odin and a scant few decorative idols and relics. The state of this place shows clearly the superiority of our cause. Burn it all in the name of hell. I need dark power. So dark power is basically the currency that we utilize in this society. It allows us to level up, and it allows me to use special abilities. For example, oh, and I totally forgot about this. I can right-click this guy, and I can sacrifice him to hell. I might have repercussions on my soul. A virgin for hell. Was he a virgin? He was 40. What a poor guy. I want repercussions for my soul. Let's keep going. Let's sacrifice them all to hell. Man, are you listening to these sounds? That is the only good part about this gameplay element of CK2. Who's this guy? Will people know if I do this to you? Maybe they will. I don't know. I can see in my personal kill list that I can't. They're not even listed. So, okay, fair enough. Though my last act of worship has been some time ago, that is wrong, I can still sense an inhuman touch upon my soul whenever I think about what I did. I've become a changed man. I am arbitrary. My soul. Oh no. Though my last act of worship has been some time ago, still not true, I am possessed. I am a lunatic. I am club-footed. Man, listen, I actually came around on this, okay? This is a serious opinion. They stopped doing magic in CK3. They were like, we're not going to do magic. It's not happening. We're going to do illusions to magic, but that's it. I think they need to bring it back. Listen, the game isn't firmly about historicity as is. It's about, like, power fantasies in a medieval setting. Give us some magic. Honestly, this is funky, okay? This is some funky stuff. And I think this is bad, but it's funky. I'll take it. Let's take a look at our merchant. Oh my god, our merchant republic is blobbing. Venice, Amalfi, Genoa, of course, Ragusa, they're all blobbing as well. We got the Silk Road over here. Interesting stuff. Check this out, Northumberland, my god. If you inspect this, you will actually see that they give you a decent chunk of benefit. Right, trade zone bonus plus 27.2%. If you actually check out our city here and then the income, you can see that half of that becomes the trade zone bonus for this town, which is super, super good. Because it means that we earn a lot more money. And you know what, let me double check this. Can I, where can I see my, my expenses are in the title, aren't they? Yeah, there they are. Oh my god, I remember this video game. I am getting city tax from the Grand Mayor. I'm getting 11 bucks. He is already paying me so much more. I think I'm gonna die soon, by the way, because lunatic and possessed are not good for you. Those are bad traits for you. Ah, and here's my favorite event, where you just become unbelievably evil. There is a family that lives in a cozy-looking house. The father of the family died last. Ah, but the marvels you got to see first. Siegfried carved the wife's face off and pranced around wearing it as a mask. What is happening? It is what it is. Oh, and that spawned in a peasant rebellion. I think, yep, I had my troops parked there, so there you go. How's our mercenary doing? He had 1,000 troops now, and he is under contract with Venice. Oh, hello. I wish I had Venice money. Oh, actually, they don't have that much money. I make almost as much as Venice. Okay, we're doing okay. I guess I have my own republic, so that's pretty fair, I think. See, people keep saying how, like, oh, this game was so difficult. It kind of really, like, wasn't. That doesn't mean that that is a good thing, right? Like, I love difficulty, but I, I don't know, man. I've gotten all achievements in this game, and I remember it being boring for very long stretches. Not really, like, all that difficult, though. Oh, my God. Okay, we are really... Your horse has always struck you as being of a dependable sort, a quality you feel is sorely lacking in your counselors. Time to shake things up a bit. You will appoint him as your new chancellor. Glitterhoof, I appoint thee as the chancellor of the realm. Right. There are ways to get children out of Glitterhoof here. Oh, I remember now, actually. Oh, I need this guy to be landed. I forgot how to do it, though. You can give him concubines. I forgot how to make him landed. I don't remember. Ugh, come on. How did I do that? I had, like, entire playthroughs where I just became a horse. I don't remember. My trusty and loyal steed Glitterhoof is likely to be the target of all manner of malicious attacks by my enemies to destabilize my rule. I could have my smiths forge him a set of armor to aid in protecting my most precious companion. Absolutely. Are you crazy? I have to protect Glitterhoof. He now has a golden stallion armor. Such a good meme. This is honestly, I don't know, man. If they introduced this in CK3, would I be mad about it? I don't think so. I think I would be pretty okay about it. I did it while we were in Tibet in that one playthrough. Like, I was a nomad and I gave him land right in Uzang. How did I do that? Oh, I remember. I need to be Catholic, I think. I think once I'm Catholic and have free investiture, I can do it. It's very silly if you ask me, but I'm pretty sure. So, I'm going to secretly become Catholic, like a good young fella. And then I need to think about this. Invite Disciple of Hell? No, I don't think so, pal. Get out of here. I could personally adopt my secret faith. Oh, you think I can, like, double turn it around? Do a little bit of a twister here? Secretly convert to Germanic. There we go. Beautiful. Do I have... free investiture? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Oh, look at the upside down cross. Okay. Then what we do is we turn this into the county capital, and I can appoint, this is him, yep, there you go. I can appoint a successor to this guy, which will be Glitterhoof, and now I just need to get rid of him. Ooh. Attempt abduct? Come on. Come on. Give me some luck here. Come on. Followers of Hell, do something for once in your life. Let's go! Okay, he's in my prison. I kill him. Not plot to kill. I just execute. You know what? Sacrifice to Hell. There you go. Beautiful. Boom. Where are the horses? There's the horse. Dale. This is a horse that does not have the horse modifier, which means I can use him to turn others into horses. I will arrange a marriage with you, and really, I mean anybody. I'm gonna grab Dale, and I'm gonna give him this thing. Boom. Dale now is a normal count, and has generated a ton of horses. Hello, Trigger. Hello, Pferd. And he just took a human wife. So we're gonna see more horses anyway. Let's grant this kid. How about your Dale? No, actually, you know what? How about Hull? Nobody wants to live in Hull anyway. So now Hull is in this guy's possession. No horses. That's crazy. I demonically possessed Ferd, and now he's in my court, and that should mean, oh my god, yes, I can marry him off to people. Do I have any living women? You know what, actually, can't I just... Oh, I can't convert you. That sucks so bad, but... Okay. Linda, matrilineally, God bless America. Have many children of our dynasty. Thank you very much. She is pregnant! Yes! Let's hope that it comes out a horse. Why does she hate me so much? You know what? Who cares? No, it is a human child. Why? That's not that bad. He said, and died. I'm now King Siegfried, and that means we are significantly weaker than we were before, of course. I mean, honestly, not by too much, but by a little bit at the very least. And it means that my daughter is matrilineally married to Ferd, which is really good news. If you ask me, at least. Now in CK2, once you are in a position where you have just inherited, it is very wise to keep a good eye on this window right there, but I think we're doing okay. Were we doing, you know, a particularly kind of celebrated lifestyle? Obviously not, but I think people are okay with us. I retained much of our central area right here. We do have, oh my god, it's Jim Warhorse. I can't. Jim, look at this teeny tiny little horse. Maybe them removing this from the game was actually bad, okay? That's all I'm saying. I don't know. You tell me. Oh my god, and he's also being added to the Followers of Hell? Come on, man. What the hell happened to your eye? She's a shield maiden. You're so cool. This Piast lady is cool as hell. Why don't you have more kids though, huh? What's up with that? I was murdered. Listen, I don't know when I last died to a plot. And obviously he is also in the Hell cult. When I last died to a plot, I don't remember that. So that's actually pretty neat. I'll take it. That's cool. Was he the one that killed me? He wasn't? Wait, then who did it? Oh no. Now what you should take note of is the fact that nothing here splits. In CK2 there was no Confederate partition, there was only Gavelkind. If you had 2 kingdom titles they would split, but we didn't, so they didn't split. Now we got Karl right here, and I need him to marry a horse. I think we can all agree on that. Ooh, and we actually have way more cap usage possibility now. I'm gonna upgrade this, absolutely. More housecarls. Why is my wife dressed like a nun? Damn, she must be suffering with what is going on here. Are you... Come on, man. You gotta get pregnant a little bit more often. What is this? What do you think this is? For fun? Now, speaking of fun, let's raid. Absolutely, big time. King of Denmark. How many troops? Nothing. Yeah, let's raid him. Oh, and Denmark converted to being Catholic. Come on. You cowards. I'm a Viking. Awesome. Love it. Oh, I do like seeing them convert, but I don't like seeing them convert when they hold much of England. Oh, it's a female horse. Heidi. Heidi. Right, so here's something you need to understand about pushing claims in Crusader Kings II. We have a claim that we can push against Denmark. It is for Mercia, which is a really good claim. I do want all of that. If I push it right now, Ethelred will simply become independent. In CK3, that is not the case. He will be your vassal. What you can do is you can just give him anything. I think even a barony is actually enough. I'm going to give him Norfolk, because who cares about Norfolk, really? And now that he is in that position, if I push his claim, he just gets it. And of course, remains my vassal. Easy clap. Wasn't all that difficult, to be honest with you. And it's a part of us now. Wonderful. Look at that. Nice. Now, I need one more holy site. You see I got 2 of them. Yeah. We need to bring up our moral authority to, what is it, 50%? To do this, I have to speed raid like crazy. The way this basically works is that per sect temple we get 1%. So, that's a lot of temples, but it's doable. Oh! So, just for the record, I died. Completely fine. Nobody's rising up, so I don't really care about it. Inga of Jorvik! Oh my god, she is the first founding member, and somehow she is a horse. Wonderful. Let me ask about... She didn't get any more horse children, you coward! I need a betrothal. Where is this horse? Hello. Arrange marriage. Arrange betrothal, I mean. Same thing. Me. Let's go. It shall be done. Oh, I don't think I will be able to convert. Lost holy wars? That's crazy. Failed county conquests, prepared invasions. We're down to 19%. I think I could get this done if I was super aggressive, but I think it's a bit too much for this video. What happened here? Is it Khazaria? Oh my god. Nomads. What else happened? Lotharingia? Amalfi's looking big and juicy. What happened to my... Oh, look at Northumberland. You make me so proud, Jarl Gnupa. Very, very good, my friend. Listen, I'll be honest with you. It's 902. I've had a really good time. But I also don't think that this was particularly difficult. It was fun. There are some different elements in this, and of course we mostly saw the Hell Warriors. I tried to reform it, you have to try a little bit harder, but it's completely doable, just not for this video. What we did do is get married to a horse. Inga will gift us many horse children, I'm sure, and then we are one as well. If you want to become a horse, then this is how you do it. Folks, I'll leave you right here. Let me know what you think about CK2, and I'll see you later, alligator.